Hey, I was just quenching my thirst and kind of honestly checking myself out, looking a little rough, but I'm going to be honest. I had a facial a couple hours ago and I just didn't want to put anything on. So here I am, Facebook Live. Maybe you're watching the recording on YouTube. This is what I consider naked. Not naked, but naked. There ain't nothing going on here. So bear with me, okay? I'll try not to get too close to the camera and scare you. Welcome to Well Done Life. I am Daphne Smith, and I want to thank you for joining me today or whenever you're watching this video. And you'll be able to tell by the background, I am back home, back from Columbus, and Springboro is actually where I was staying last week. Had a great time, got to try new things and go new places, and really appreciate the hospitality of is it Ohioans? What do you call somebody from Ohio? I'm a Texan because I'm from Texas. If you're from Arkansas, you're an Arkansan. Maybe it's an Ohioan. I don't know. If you know what they call people from Ohio, type it into the comment section. I love learning, so I'd love to find out what you actually call somebody from Ohio. Anyway, I want to dive right in to our topic for today. I'm doing things a little differently. Ohioan sounds good to you, Karen? Far out. Where two or more are gathered and they agree, that's what we'll call them until somebody tells us different. Last week, I started doing things a little differently with my format, and that was to just jump right in or dive right into the topic and then save my shout out for the end, because I know some of you may be tuning in from the carpool line or on a break from work, and you're tuning in mainly to talk about or learn about the topic. And so I do definitely have a shout out that I want to save for later on, somebody very special to me. So the topic today is how to move past stuck, or in other words, how to get unstuck, right? So how do you get unstuck? I'm going to start with a disclaimer. I'm not trying to be sassy, okay? I just want to say the answer to that question is, how do I get unstuck? It depends. It depends. There is no one size fits all answer. And let me tell you why. Because maybe you are stuck, but maybe you're feeling trapped. Maybe you're feeling frustrated, and it simply appears that you're stuck. Does that make sense? Because you know at heart, I am a word nerd. And so when I looked up the word stuck, the dictionary says it means fixed, fastened, attached, or glued. So I think in order for us to get unstuck, we have to determine, are we really stuck? Or are we merely frustrated, perhaps bored, or feeling trapped? So if you feel stuck in any area of your life, I want you to type stuck into the comments. I want to give you some examples of places that you could feel stuck, or again, maybe it's trapped. Maybe you're bored or frustrated. There are relationships. Do you feel kind of stuck in a relationship? What about a dead-end job? What about traffic? You're stuck in traffic. What about getting stuck in a pattern or a habit, whether it's working out or overeating or staying up late? Maybe menu planning, you feel stuck, you don't have any fresh ideas. Maybe you're stuck between a rock and a hard place. Okay, anyway, I'm going to save the jokes. I won't. You're looking at me with no makeup. I'm not going to make you listen to corny jokes as well. So anyway, I think it really depends upon what we mean. Do we really feel stuck? Or is it that we're bored, that we're perhaps trapped, or we're frustrated? So I think it really starts with being aware and doing a self-assessment and having self-awareness. For example, I'll go back to menu planning. If I'm stuck with menu planning, not really stuck, I'm frustrated or perhaps I'm bored. If I'm in a dead-end job, maybe because of the lifestyle I've adopted based on the financial reward of that job, maybe I am kind of stuck or feeling a little trapped. If it's in traffic, maybe it's because I go the same route all the time and I need to try something new. Whether you are stuck or you're frustrated, you're bored, you feel trapped, whatever your word is, I believe the first step is a self-awareness and self-assessment. Ask yourself, what are you really feeling? The second step is to reach out. Because let's face it, stuck stinks, right? I mean, yuck. Stuck is yuck. Ooh, I just made that up. So if we're going to change anything, here's something that my friend Carrie Oberbrenner says. We don't get what we want. We get what we argue for. So if all I ever do is complain about being stuck, nothing's ever going to change. Nothing is going to be different. Well, some of my friends might, because they might get tired of listening to me and not want to hang around me anymore, okay? But the bottom line is, stuck is yuck, stuck stinks, and we're going to get what we argue for. So when I have awareness and I realize I am stuck, or I'm trapped, or I'm frustrated, or I'm bored, and I decide I want to do something different, I have to absolutely reach out of myself. I have to reach out to others. I have to reach up. Heck, Google, okay? If you are just at your wit's end, you don't know what to do next, Google a solution. That's what it's there for, is a resource for you. When we stop focusing on what we don't want, we can start focusing on what we do want. Let's say that again. When we stop focusing on what we don't want, we can start focusing on what we do want. Now, the third step, so I talked about self-awareness and a self-assessment. The second step was to reach out. The third step is to try, okay? One little tweak, one little change. I know I've gone on rants before about trying, and I think it's Yoda. There is no such thing as try. There's only do, okay? Make a change. Channel your energy. Shift your focus. 1 degree can make all the difference in the world. One tiny little degree takes a line that is off center and makes it straight. You go from 179 to 180. And I see that my favorite designer has joined in, and she's going to appreciate that example. 1 degree can make all the difference in the world. You know, there's a singer that I like. He used to be with Hootie and the Blowfish, and now he's known in country music, Darius Rucker. And he has a song, and in it there's a line, "When is the last time you tried something for the first time?" So if you're feeling stuck, you're feeling trapped, frustrated, if you're bored, when's the last time you tried something new? When is the last time you went a different way home? When's the last time you looked for another job? When's the last time you thought, I'm going to stop hanging with this person who's driving me nuts or bringing me down? When's the last time you said, you know what? Instead of 2 scoops of ice cream, I'm only going to have 1. Whatever the change is, that tiny degree, that little bit of shift in your focus and in your energy in the long run can make all the difference in the world. So at the beginning, I asked if you were stuck in any area of your life to type in unstuck, or to type in stuck. So now I'm going to ask you, if you really want change, type in unstuck. If you're ready to get unstuck, if you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you agree that stuck stinks and stuck is yuck, then type in unstuck. Be willing to make 1 degree of change, because until something changes, nothing changes. Now, I want to give a huge shout out, my moment of gratitude, to a dear friend of mine. This gal is a rock star. Her name is Nikki Klegel. She is an author. She's an RN. She is she's got a radio show. And her radio show is on Voice America Empowerment Channel. And this gal over the years has blessed me so much. She has inspired me. She has encouraged me. She has provided opportunity for me. And I want to give her a special shout out today in my moment of gratitude and thanks. And she has a book. It can be found on Amazon. And I want to read the title because it is so rich and I don't want to mess it up. It is called Awaking the Living Legacy. Adopt your life purpose. Abide in healthy living. Accept abundance. And that ties into everything I've been talking about today. So when we live awake and we live alive, all of these things can be our life. We don't have to look at somebody else and wish we had. We certainly ought not compare, because that doesn't do anybody any good. I just wanted to give Nikki a quick shout out and thanks for all that she has done as far as blessing my life. At times she's not even aware. In fact, I'm actually going to put a link here. I did a bit.ly link for her book, so you can find it on Amazon. Get it. It's a fantastic, rich read. I really believe you're going to be blessed by it. And I also want to let you know, I made a little mistake. And if you've watched me more than once, you'll be like, again, or yeah, either way. And I did not count on the calendar correctly. You know, what I try to do the very last week of every month is have a featured female. Well, somewhere along the way, I decided next week, the 22nd, is going to be the last week of the month. It's not, but that's what I planned and that's what I arranged. So next week on February 22nd, I have a featured female I am so excited to introduce you to. She is strong. She is a survivor. She has a platform. She's been on a platform. I cannot wait for you to meet my featured female next week. We will be together live on location. You know, got to keep things moving. Never know where you're going to find me. So please tune in next week to meet our featured female, Helen Elizabeth, and you'll learn more about her in the upcoming week as I'll be promoting her and connecting you to her social media channels and such. And I just want to thank you for taking the time to tune in today, to engage and interact. Watching these comments has been a lot of fun and it's very encouraging. So I want to thank you for that. I want to encourage you and remind you that every day you can live a well-done life. And hey, if you've got a couple moments, got a little bit of a surprise and a reveal for you. My website and my branding has changed. And if you will go visit, here, I'll type it in, DaphneVSmith.com. The first couple of pages just got revealed today, and I would love to hear what you think about it. My VA has been hard at work. I've had a copywriter burning the midnight oil, and we're super excited to introduce you to DaphneVSmith.com. Excited is also code for a little scared. So anyway, thank you again for joining me today. I hope that your day is blessed. And until I see you again, bye for now.